The Tracy Dominic Show. Own your story.
Some stories are written in scripts, while others unfold in real life. Today, we'll step into the world of Ernest Henshaw, a rising star whose passion for acting has been a lifelong calling. Born and raised in Calabar, Ernest always knew his passion for storytelling was bigger than his hometown. From childhood stage plays to navigating the entertainment industry, his journey has been one of resilience, faith, and purpose, especially in a city like Lagos, where the competition is fierce and breaking into Nollywood is no small feat. Yet, Ernest remains unwavering, determined to carve out his place in the industry. With a mission to create lasting impact and spread the love of Christ, he's not just chasing a dream, he's creating something that will stand the test of time. Let's meet the man behind the story, the actor, the British Calabar guy on stage, where he feels most at home. This is the Tracy Dominic Show, where we unveil the untold stories of rising stars, their struggles, and the triumphs that shaped them.
The Tracy Dominic Show. Own your story.
Ernest Henshaw, the British Calabar guy himself.
Yeah, that's my name.
Yeah, this is your spotlight session. Ready for some quick fire questions?
Okay, let's go.
All right. What's the first thing you do when you wake up?
I pray.
Okay, describe yourself in 3 words.
Consistent, hopeful, and strategic.
Beautiful. When did you know acting was your passion?
I've always been acting as a kid, and over time, I realized this is something I should actually delve into.
So when was the first time you came to Lagos?
The first time I came to Lagos, I think that should be 2018. 2018. I came to visit, and it was just a strategic move to understand the field better.
Okay, and what was the occasion?
I just came on a casual visit to come and meet media friends and get to meet a lot of other people.
Favorite Nollywood actor you would love to work with?
RMB. I've always loved that man.
I'm a fan too.
Yeah.
What's harder, comedy or drama?
I think comedy. Trying to make people laugh most times seems very difficult. Well, yeah.
Okay, what's something people don't know about actors?
Actors. Acting is not easy. Acting is not easy. We'll talk about that some other day.
Okay. Now, I heard a rumor that you are an amazing dancer. Can you bust out a few moves?
Well, firstly, that's not a rumor. I'm a great dancer.
Okay, let's see what you've got.
Come on, you guys should give me music. Give me music.
Oh, wonderful. That was quite a move right there. Wonderful. Okay, before we go to the studio, give us a quick line from a movie or play you love.
Okay. Sarah, I have told you consecutively, I do not like the way you talk to this man. He is my father. Why would you talk to him in such manner? Look, this should be the first and the last time you ever do such. Get out of my sight.
Now that's what I call talent. But I know that beyond the lines and the spotlight, there's a story waiting to be told.
Yeah.
Let's head to the studio.
The Tracy Dominic Show. Own your story.
Welcome back to the Tracy Dominic Show, where we share the untold stories of rising stars and expert insights to help you live a healthier, more purposeful, and fulfilling life. Just moments ago, you saw the exciting, captivating performance of the actor, the British Calabar guy in his element. And now it's time to uncover his story, because there is so much to know about this guy sitting right next to me. You're welcome to the Tracy Dominic Show.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on this show. I really like how calm you are in times of chaos. And I think that's one thing that has made you stand out in your journey.
Yeah, regardless.
Yeah, so growing up in Calabar, what was your childhood like? And when did you start acting, per se?
Okay, I've had a very peaceful background. I've been acting as a kid, like church dramas, all those little street shows and all those things. So I started picking the interest there. I realized this is something I'm quite passionate about. I didn't really know it was a passion when I was younger. I was just doing it. I realized I just loved acting. When they call for drama in school, I'm always there, all those kind of things. And over time, I enjoyed the flow.
So what about your family? Were they in support or were they against your choice of career? Talk to me about your childhood and your family.
Yeah, my family was actually okay with the fact that I was acting. Then, it wasn't like I was going to take it like a profession. So like, okay, he's going to school, he has his studies fixed and everything, but he's just doing it for the fun of it and all. That is what they felt at first that I was just doing, especially my dad. It was just like, he's just doing it for the fun of it. If I recall clearly, I was even into dancing. That was what I was always dancing. So I think that's what my dad was always opposing. He didn't like the fact that dancing, until I now switched into the whole drama, the whole acting and everything. But with time, everything just
fell in place, right? So you left a very secured career, a potentially secured career, I must say, in microbiology to pursue an uncertain career, right? Did you at any point feel doubt or question your decision?
The truth is, I was raised in a science background, but deep down, I always knew I'm meant for arts. You get? So there was this motion there at home. My dad was always like, science rules and everything. Then I was always opposing indirectly. You get? I was always doing things related to arts and all. But the truth is, the journey trying to switch wasn't that easy. You get? It wasn't that easy. Looking at the support and everything, but like I said, over time, people will tend to love you for the decision you have made and everything. Yeah. And I would say I do not regret being in the entertainment industry. It has had its own downtimes and everything, but I do not regret switching. Microbiology is an amazing course. It's an amazing field, but media and entertainment has just always been my thing.
So you just spoke about your dad. I also know that you lost your mom. Like, how did that make you feel? Or how are you coping? Because I know that coping with grief is a really traumatic experience for anyone. Having gone through that myself, how have you been able to navigate your journey from there?
To be very honest, it's been really crazy because she was like one of my greatest supporters. You get, and I had to talk to myself. I was like, guy, she would always want you to stay winning. She would always want you to be out there regardless. You get, when we lost her.
What year was that?
We lost her last year, 26th of October.
That is so
2024. Yeah, so the whole thing was just crazy. That period, I lost so much interest in a lot of things. I wasn't really going out for my gigs and everything. But at some point, I was like, no, this is not what mom wants. You get, she would always, her prayer was always that my kids should be there, they should be bubbling and everything. So I just had to motivate myself. You get, I just had to speak to myself, and it's not been easy.
It's not been easy.
Grieving and trying to stay relevant and everything, but regardless, I just had to take out some motivation from it, and we thank God for everything.
And you're doing an amazing job with that, I must say.
Thank you so much.
Through your career, I know that in the Nollywood industry, it's competitive, right? So what has been the hardest no you've had, and how did you navigate that?
I recall when I started, I was always going for, when I came to Lagos fully, I was always going for auditions. It was crazy back then. Auditions upon auditions. Now, I knew I was quite talented, you get, but now this is a very competitive field. You just have to do something that will bring you out. So over time, one of the things I learned to do is improve myself.
How did you do that?
Like I said, I'm quite passionate about acting. Okay. At my little space, at my free time, you would always find me doing monologues. You'd always find me wanting to, I'll just pick up a character and try to work on it. And another thing I also try to work on too is my networking skills. Because you definitely, in the field, you meet people. So your communication skills also matters. How you relate with people. People would see you for, okay, this person is quite, and you get referrals and everything. So your communicative skills, your networking skills, you cannot want to be into entertainment and you're the always indoor type.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Go all out.
I think what you just said about practicing and following up with people, communication skills, because I remember when I was, I think around 13, I would just sit in front of the camera and what am I doing? I'm interviewing myself. I'm interviewing myself. And I think our gift is always, before you were born, your gift is given to you. Yes. So it's now left to you to shape that gift, to sharpen those talents, to connect with people who are in your field, because you cannot do it alone. You cannot do it alone. You have to have mentors and people in your field who are able to resonate and relate with you on that some level. So what you said about communicating with people and having a good and putting yourself out there, knowing how to put yourself out there is very important.
How to sell yourself.
You can't be in the entertainment industry and you just want to be there. Maybe not just in the entertainment industry, in any field. In any field that you want to excel in, you can't be a loner. So every actor has that one role that took them out like that. True. So what was that role for you?
I think one of the roles I have played so far that brought me out, rather, the pastor role, playing the pastor role, and also the playboy role. Like, the whole fine boy thing and everything.
What year was that?
That should be like last 2 years. It actually brought me out and everything. So
what have you said when you receive rejections in your industry? What do you say to yourself?
Okay, let me give you a little story. Now, I recall when I was always, like I said, going for auditions, applying for briefs and everything. I realized I was always getting turned down. I know I'll be fine boy, not mine. I know I'm a fine boy, and I know I'm quite gifted. I kept on trying. Most times you realize that they'll pick someone who probably doesn't even know how to do it better than you. You get. So I had to now still falling back to improving yourself. There's this concept I have come to understand. So far, you don't stay stagnant with your thoughts, with everything. Just have this mindset of improvement. When you stay ready, when your time comes, everything just aligns.
Everything aligns.
It's quite different when you're not you're not improved in acting and probably you're given a role. Oh, please! I went to a set one day. I went to play background. I was just there to play a background role, but I've always wanted to God, I want to take lines. I think that was like one of the times I was given one of the major roles, one of the roles. So the AD was like, he was moving around. The person that was supposed to take that role didn't come. So he just walked up to me and like, sorry sir, please, can you take... That is why I'm here. I'm here to take lines.
That is why you came.
So he was like, sorry sir, please, can you take lines? I think he didn't really know that I would be able to kill it. So he was just trying. Please, can you take...
And how did you deliver? Of course, I know you killed it.
100. So that's why I always tell people, just stay prepared. In your field, we have lots of people always complaining. They don't pick me for roles. They don't call me for gigs and everything. How prepared are you?
How prepared are you? When preparation meets the right opportunity, everything just
aligns. So you just have to stay prepared. Don't get discouraged. Oh, it's not coming. No, just work on yourself. When it comes, everything will just
So when you perform, what do you want people to see?
When it comes to spirituality, there's something I love to pass a message. First of all, God is God. You get? And it's just that message that whatever I am doing, it's not by my power, it's not by my might. God is the one who has put me in a particular position. So one of the things I always want to do is let people see God's glory in me.
God's glory.
In me. One, and also just understand that the talent.
Talent, there's something I came to understand. Talent alone wouldn't take you there. You get talent alone wouldn't take you there. So at the right attitude, a lot of things need to be put in place. So one of the major things is God's glory, just passing the good news.
Absolutely powerful. I believe in God and I believe in His power to move us from one level to another. Ernest, the British Calabar guy, thank you so much for coming on the Tracy Dominic show. It's been such an honor to have you here. I see you. I believe in your dreams. Thank you for adding your light to the world.
Thank you so much. It's a privilege to be here too, though. I see you're doing a good.
Thank you, Ernest.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
The Tracy Dominic Show. Own your story.
Thanks for watching. I hope you found this conversation insightful and inspiring. If you enjoyed this episode, support the Tracy Dominic Show by simply liking, subscribing, and sharing. Your support keeps the show running and helps us bring you more powerful stories and expert insights. Until next time, keep watching the Tracy Dominic Show and keep living a life of purpose. See you soon.